All right, what's up, Green Dragon? How y'all doing? I don't know if anybody will ever watch this one. This is just for shits and giggles, dusting off the old equipment. Green Dragon's been shut down for quite a while now, a couple years. But the equipment's still out there and all the old shows are out there. And the funny thing is we can dust off old shows and start showing them as new again if we really wanted to. Because same old's come around again, hasn't it? But under a different administration. So we have the anti-gunners out there again looking for, wanting to stop the Second Amendment, want to do away with the Second Amendment, want to do away with AR-15s, want to do away with slide fires, bump skis, probably going to work their way up to echo triggers, binary triggers. They don't want suppressors becoming legal for everybody. They just never have, never will want to take it away. They become more blatant and honest about it here of late, but the agenda is the same. So our response needs to be the same. The same as after Sandy Hook, the same as after the Pulse shooting, the same as after any of these shootings. We need to flex. And the muscle we have is this. I know a lot of you might not even know what the hell this is. It's a landline. Right? So it's a phone. And writing. Okay, write your congressman, whatever, a letter. What's up, home runner? What's up? Brian, how's it going? Long time no see. Yeah, you know, this is just a test, basically, testing off the old equipment. Just, I don't know. It's been a while, right? And I was doing a call-in radio show, which I do on Wednesdays for Liberty and Firearms Social Club. And, you know, really never got the point across I would have liked to, because even though I think we kind of did, you know, because this is, we have to take a wait and see attitude on what happened in Vegas, but the repercussions of Vegas, we don't have to take a wait and see attitude for. As fast as they came out against the Second Amendment, against the slide fires, against doing away with the NFA, again, which all of a sudden they really like, wanting to ban more shit, right? Like they did back in the fucking 90s, thinking that they're, you know, thinking they got Hillary in office. We have to show Trump, and because Trump's turning into a fucking politician. So we need to make sure he remembers where his bread is buttered, right? Who got him into office? Us people here in the middle, right? Us people who have, you know, having under 10 firearms is you really don't even have a good collection yet, right? Arsenal, that's just your standard fare, you know? Now, I don't even know how I can put this link in so people can join me if they want to have a talk. Try it the old way, so we'll see if that works. So keep an eye on the description below. I will try and add it too, if I can. Let's see, I might be able to. Yes, I think I can. Let's see if I can. I hope I can. Looks like I may be able to. Okay, so this and adding the link, which I know is very dangerous, but very few people are watching, to it. So we save the changes. So maybe if you renew, you will have the link to the chat. And if you'd like to join me, you can. Right? It's an open link. I know it's dangerous to do, but, you know, fuck it, live a little dangerously. Why not? So, because I always enjoy the conversations here on the Dragon, even when they turn into a drunken shit show. So, and I got to admit, sometimes I miss them. Right? I was talking to John and Stinger tonight, and we were supposed to be talking about Vegas, and we got into, well, they got into, I had know nothing about this kind of stuff, but I find it amazingly interesting. The whole solar power and wind, they were going to start talking about wind power, but I had to kind of like try and keep us on track. It wasn't a Dragon, it was a Liberty of Firearms. So I figured, what the fuck? You know, it's been a while since the Dragon has been open. And let's see if I should start maybe opening it back up once a week or so. You know, and seeing if anybody wants to come in. Now, if you re-up or whatever, hopefully the link will be in the description below. Let me go check the chat room and see if anybody can tell me. Yeah, if it worked. Let me go look myself. Not that I actually like looking at myself. Yep, it's in the description. So if anybody wants to join, right now I can probably do this another way without looking at myself, which I think I will try. There we go. So whoever's out there, what's up, DB? So we had Home Runner and DB Cooper out there, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, I just look. We know we're in for a fight, and while right. So, but we know we're going to be in for a fight as Second Amendment people. And while the Green Dragon was all about the politics and anti-Democrats, which I still am, we dodged that bullet, hopefully. But we still have to stay on track with the Second Amendment stuff. So that's why I'm doing this. I still had shit to get out right now. And I wanted to see if anybody wanted to start talking about this kind of crap again, right? Because we're gonna be in for a fight. You can see it for the next few months, next few years, whatever. You know, it's just gonna get hairy. So it's up to us to keep the faith and to remind them what shall not be infringed actually means. We here in supposedly the freest country in the world, right, and our freedoms are enshrined in the parchment of our founding fathers, right? There's just those few little shall not be infringed. What does that mean? Well, we're regulated half to death. They've infringed upon anybody's right to be able to own multiple types of firearms. And yet they want more. And they had more for a while. And we've beaten them back. To the point to where I can sit here talking to you and have this sitting right next to me. Right? And every part on this firearm, right, would probably be against the Clinton ban. If anybody remembers those. That sunsetted in 13 years ago, thank God. But don't doubt for a minute that the powers that be would, if we don't stop them, would love to put that Clinton ban right back in place. Right back where they had it. And it's up to us to keep that from happening. And you're going to see them try and push it now with this. Hello, Gas Mask. How you doing? You hear lots of static. What's the cracking? Oh, it might be my shitty ass headphones. So, what's up, Ronnie? It might be my shitty ass connection too. Nothing's changed in that. Like I said, dusting off the old equipment from years ago doesn't mean it's good equipment. Just means it is equipment. I did it years ago, so this is probably how I sounded years ago if I'm crackling so horribly. Well, let's see what happens if I turn my camera off. Maybe that'll help. So, anyway, if anybody wants to join, like I said, it's right there in the description below. You want to talk about Vegas? I mean, look, we were a tinfoil hat bunch, and I'm going to tell you, there's a lot to tinfoil on here, isn't there? In the Las Vegas situation. Now, funny part about this is I do still have some old friends that were dragon related that maybe we can get in on a conversation one of these days about this. Because nobody knows all the information yet. And some of it just doesn't make sense, but will it ever make sense when a psycho's shooting up innocent civilians? And I just put some over Facebook on my thoughts about it. So it just keeps running around like a fucking rat on crack in my head. Was it a lone gunman? Or is there more? Because I've been seeing some crazy video. I got shown a video today of what my mind tells me looks like a guy with an AR taking a knee and shooting into a crowd. And I don't know, it just doesn't make sense. I've got to watch that video a few times. Not from a high position, but from ground level. So that's why there's so much about this that doesn't make sense. And then on top of it, there's the internet, right? The internet can fucking do just about anything. They can make make video look realer than real video these days, right? So they can piece together different videos, and who the fuck knows what people can do these goddamn days. I don't. That's one of the reasons why I like Archie Bunker more and more. I have not a goddamn clue as what they can do these days, because I'll tell you what, the whole situation's crazy. And I mean, multiple shooters makes more sense, but does it? Right? Because from what I can gather just from the few little bit of information we have, what the scenario they put together is possible, right? And you don't have to be proficient and just spraying down into a crowd from a high position. Well, I mean, you don't call it shooting fish in a barrel for nothing, right? So I know how fucking rude that sounds, but it's just true. I mean, that's what that dude was doing. And crossing those two rooms, for those two shooting positions, is it possible? Yeah. I mean, yeah. The whole scenario can play out the way the cops have said it, but then you get all the footage, right, and all the different eyewitness accounts, right? Now, the footage, most of it's, Twitter type shit, so real short amounts of footage. It's not like people are turning into news cameras on their phones, which some do, but most don't. And if you've ever learned from the law that eyewitness accounts suck, right? Everybody sees different shit, right? Everybody hears different stuff. And I know for some of the tapes, it sounds like multiple shooters. For some, it doesn't. So I don't know what the hell's going on. But if you want to talk about it, come on, because I got no answers for you. Right? The only answer I got is they're going to be now coming for slide fires. more than likely binary triggers. I saw tannerite was found in his car, right? So guess what's coming next, even though he didn't end up using it. But you know it's coming down the pike, right? And we have to fight it. And we understand the fight, right? And since the last fight, we've brought in more and more shooters, right? More and more people have come over to our side that were once against us. Things like this turn that number a little bit, but won't for long. Hopefully, the continued teaching of the American public that the only safe place is, the only way to stay safe yourself is to be safe yourself, right? So you have to protect yourself. The only people that are going to protect your family is you. Right? Now, nobody was able to protect anybody in that situation, and nobody will ever be able to protect anybody in that situation. That was just pure evil let loose on a crowd. And you'll never be able to stop it, whether they use what he used, whether they use a van, a truck. I mean, the same guy could have pulled a Timothy McVeigh, right, and done this, accomplished the same thing. His craziness was that drove him to do this. The tool was just that, a tool. He was crazy as fuck. And my opinion is he specifically used these tools to give, in my opinion, the energy to the Democrats and the anti-gunners to consolidate their broken base, right? To give them something to rally behind. That's why the first things, I don't know if they're still finding this to be true, but somebody told me that there's, well, the news said somewhere along the line that he had no online presence. That's hard to believe. A pilot, accountant, gambler with no online presence, none? Yeah. And like I said on the radio show, it really, if he would have been a right-wing gun loving nut job, whatever they accuse us of being, if he would have been on our side of the fence, let's say a Trump supporter, Second Amendment supporter, NRA member, that shit would have been out within 10 minutes. And here, days later, everybody's like scratching their head on, what's this guy's motive? Well, I don't know. I kind of see his motive as being that. You know, that he wanted to give energy to something that he saw that he agreed with, and that he knew this would do it. And he got to get his revenge on the people that he thought brought Trump into office. That's my opinion. What's yours? I don't know if you can. Does that link work? Anybody try it yet? He was a registered Democrat, Mindy says. Hey, Mindy. Yeah, I think he's hard left too. Don't rounds, yes. Don't rounds bounce off of cement and continue on hitting people laying on the ground? Yes. They become shrapnel. He was a registered Democrat. See, I would not doubt that in the least bit, maybe at all. You know, the brother, I know the brother was trying to say he was apolitical and all this kind of crap. I don't buy a single bit, because this guy reminds me so much of the guy that shot up the baseball diamond full of Republicans. You know, same vibe off of this dude. I mean, okay, so he didn't lose his job. He's wealthy, but, you know, how many wealthy nut jobs do we see in Hollywood that you'd be scared of if they actually started buying guns? You know? So, you know, it's funny here in my house. Children are still children, even when they're goddamn adults, yelling at each other over a drink. Anyway, They got him in a pink Nassau shirt protesting right now. I don't know about that. I saw that picture. I can't definitively say it looks like him. I can say it looks like a white guy that needs a shave, But then again, I've seen pictures of dudes. I mean, the one in Virginia. If you squint a little and hold it back and blur the picture, you could say it's me. You've all seen my damn face. What's up, Tommy boy? How you been, buddy? High Desert. Hey, HD, if you'd like, I don't know if you can see the link in the description below the video, but you can test if it works and come on in and talk with me if you'd like to, being you weren't able to call in on the radio show. You were working, or are you working now? Well, it's also the shape of the building, on that sound echo gas, you know. It's also the shape. I mean, you look at that shape of that building, sound can echo, right? Sound does weird shit just as much as bullets do weird shit, right? And not, fucking book depository weird shit, but, they do crazy stuff, and at the angle of attack that this guy was shooting down to, man, it was just, Jesus. I wouldn't have wanted to be there. And if that picture, that guy flipping the bird while he's drinking a fucking Bud Light Lime or whatever the hell it was, is true, balls of steel, that or he's been under fire before and didn't give a fuck. Left-wing terrorists. No, but they can use the right to bear arms against us. Antifa arming up, right? That was my first tinfoil hat thought, right? Was this guy was set up by some Antifa clowns, right? Maybe he was some kind of perv or some shit, right? He got set up by Antifa clowns and they offed him while doing the dirty deed themselves. But yeah, I agree. For both reasons, right? So the Antifa crowd would love to see the guns go away from the public because they keep theirs because they already know they're criminals or commies, right? They want to take over the government. So they already know they're revolutionaries. They already know they're going to keep their shit that they got. Right? They're not going to turn their stuff over, but they would want us to. And the Dems have always wanted us. And I agree, the whole scene screams of it. Right? Everything that the Democrats hated on the gun bill, except anything you had to register with the government, right? You notice there was no suppressor. You notice I haven't seen them say, now maybe he did, have a true full auto firearm, right? But if he didn't, everything that he had on there was within civilian hands. I've seen aim points, no, not aim points, EOTechs, right, or their clones, right? I saw the 100-round Surefire mags. Supposedly there's a stack of 15 of them in the corner from some of these pictures that are coming out. So what's up, Bulls? How you doing? Well, how about we just don't let Democrats, on a 4470, we just add a line, Democrat, because it's a mental condition, Over gun violence, probably figured a way to get stop shooting people. Yeah. They say he was shooting at the. Yeah, he was damn close to McCarran. I had to go look, and just because I had to find out for myself because it looked like it was more than 300 meters. No, it's around 300, 350 meters. From where they're saying the building is to the venue. According to Google Earth, right? I did the doing it myself kind of thing. It's on that asphalt. And yeah, damn close to McCarran. So it wouldn't surprise me if he was trying to do that too. But it's just how how do you not get a chance to heal from all the shit that's been going on lately, right? Because I'm telling you what, holy shit. 3 goddamn hurricanes, another one on the way, I hear. Which, man, I don't live by the coast. I live in the dead center of the country, just about. So unless it's a tornado, that's what I have to worry about. But then they're shooting. You know, I mean, it's just how crazy is it? You know, how fucking fucked up and how fast is our civilization really falling apart? Would be the question. You know, because that's what it really feels like. Is that, at least to me, you know, that we're a civilization in decline, and that's what it looks like. You know, and I have grandchildren. That's a hard thing to look at. You know what I mean? I just welcomed my newest grandchild in the world. You know, number 5, Declan, awesome kid. Love that dude. Yeah, earthquakes everywhere. North Korea. I mean, I'd say it was biblical, but you know, I just have been trying to focus in on my grandkids and kids right now. What's up, baby? You going to bed? Love you. Cool. Right, Deck sleeping. Okay. So yeah, it's just crazy as fuck, and I worry for the future of our country because this is my homeland, and it's my grandchildren's homeland, and that's how they get you. I hate my fucking government. I love my goddamn country. Right? Yeah, it was all triggered by the eclipse. Man, where is my tinfoil hats? I lied when I said I had a bunch of them. I got rid of them when I changed offices. They didn't survive the move. I'll have to make more. No. I don't expect Trump to sign an anti-gun bill within his first year in office, but I don't trust Trump. I helped get him in office in my own small way, right? And I supported the dude. You can ask HD. I love the Joker. I think he's great down there helping to throw havoc into DC. I love his version of chaos. Just continue to do it. But I don't trust this fucker one bit. You know, I think he would turn on us in a dime if it was to his advantage in the long run. So watch for that shit, right? Especially the closest to the next election, right? So this one is bad enough. If there's another one before the election, that can get worse, right? Because he will turn, I believe, I don't trust him. I don't trust any politician, and he's becoming a politician. So I think a politician like Reagan would turn on a goddamn dime and do some fucked up shit to his base just to be able to get reelected. And that's exactly what Reagan did. The Hughes Amendment, right? No longer having full auto firearms, right? And so I'm going to have to say we have to watch. Yeah, Tommy. I'm not telling anybody to go out and do a buying spree or anything like that, because if you're listening to us or you're in my conversation and I know who you are, okay, you should have been ammoed and magged up a long time ago. Okay, I was actually just looking over my collection of magazines, and I was like, damn, I got a lot of fucking mags. And they're selling some more cool mags, and I'm like, oh, you know, I always can use a couple more, even though I'm beyond the 50 range. So here's the thing. If you're not already ammoed up, magged up, and been, you know, honing your skills over the past 8 years, and you didn't get on board then, now, look, you're just in for a rocky road. It's going to probably get expensive for a while if they push hard, but it's not if we slam them down. Now, let me tell you how the gun industry is looking at this. They're not happy anybody got hurt. I'm never going to say they would be. But I am going to say that they understand the market and what the market does, right, when things like this happen. And for the past quite a few years, the market goes a little nuts and starts buying. What's up, Jay Thornton 64? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on. Yeah, Arms Limited sold that. I saw that. 10,000 slide fires, sure fires, whatever, slide fires were sold since this happened. So it's just the way the market works. You say you're going to ban something, people are going to buy it, right? And stuff like this, people understand already, right, that when shit like this happens, that's the first words out of a Democrat's mouth, right? It doesn't shock anybody that. Did it shock anybody that Hillary Clinton, before some people finished bleeding out, was already on social media talking about how it's all Trump's fault and the NRA's fault, and we need to ban. Before people were finished dying, she was on there. And it hasn't stopped since. So do you think anybody, I mean, they understand the market better than anybody. It's their market, you know. So while they don't look to this as being a good boon, they do look to it as being a boon. And their corporations, their businesses, they're there to make money, and they will gladly take that money. So be sure slide fires are going to be hard to get there for a minute. And it's going to be up to us, Colin, doing the same shit we did for years under Obama. We have to get right back at it under Trump, because look what happened immediately with Paul. Paul Ryan has not wanted to do anything with guns, period, right? Since the Trump administration came in, he's been fighting the Trump administration. So is a lot of those fucking rhinos up there. And they've been fighting the Trump administration. They did not want to handle any of the gun stuff that they knew Trump wanted to get done. You know, and that the NRA wanted to get done for sure. There was no fucking way these people wanted to do it, right? So how Paul Ryan is still the fucking leader of the goddamn House, I have no clue. But the only way that we're going to, yeah. What's up, Pre-Dawn? The only way you're going to sell that bump ski is just before it gets registered, buddy, and sell it for a couple grand. Or you're going to make a video this weekend shooting it, or have the girlfriend shoot it. The future Mrs. Dawn. Pre-Dawn. But tell you what, man. Be ready for it. And we need to start flexing our muscle more. You know, we did elect a president. We the people. We the Trump followers, Second Amendment supporters, right-wing, beer-loving, blah, 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 blah. We supported this fucker, right? We need to get his attention and tell him that, yes, these kind of tragedies happen. They happen all over the world. They happen here. They happen everywhere. It's not the firearm. It's the psychopath behind it, right? So, and we want our suppressors. I want SBRs off the fucking NFA list, right? I have a pseudo. It gets me around all the stuff, blah, 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 blah. I love my pistol. But an SBR would be much better. And I don't want to have to jump through the hoops and register with the goddamn government to be able to do that. Yeah, here comes the Civil War. I've been kind of waiting for the goddamn Civil War. Yeah, you're right, Brian. Freedom gets the shaft sometimes. Pumpski, the cannon, which, you know, I love your cannon videos, buddy. And I'll tell you, my mind, probably like other people's minds, have gone to many other uses for that. That is an excellent thing to have in a toy bin. Anyway, so thankfully you can make a lot of money with all that shit when they start banning all that stuff. So Jay Watt. Jay Watt's here too. I didn't see him. I haven't been able to keep up on the chat room. Yeah, Pre-Dawn only makes videos anymore. And I'll tell you what, I'm one of the lucky few that have gotten to meet his girlfriend, and she's an awesome chick, and she just seems to be getting better and better as a shot, at least, than he is. Oh, man. So, nobody feels like coming in, saying hello? Or does the link not work? If the link doesn't work, let me know. Right? I won't do it that way anymore. I'll have to send them the old-fashioned way. But otherwise, I'll give you something to look at. Hopefully, it won't start crackling the sound too badly. So, it's just I love that Tony in here right now, because, you know, he's driven past that thing, I'm sure, fucking a billion times. You too, HD. That's why I kind of wish you'd come in. Just going to the goddamn airport, you've had to driven past that thing a bunch of times. Yeah, the Democrats want to use everything to make because they understand that the moment that the Second Amendment is taken away, right, or altered to the point to where we don't have parity, like say the if they tried to do the same thing they did in 1994 now, right, and ban all the things, right, from the slide fire to the pistol braces, you know, to the binary triggers, they'd have to grandfather everything in because they wouldn't be able to take anybody's property away, right? Just like they did in '86 when they outlawed the manufacture of new automatic firearms for civilian usage, right? They had to grandfather in all the stuff that was made before the date of the law. Well, in the 13 years since the sunset of the Clinton crime bill, the old ban, people go nuts, right? If they try and ban it again, well, you know, even banning the new manufacturer, there's so much inventory out there and so many versions of everything out there now that you wouldn't be able to register everything. And it would be very similar to any gun made before 1994. They were called pre-ban guns. And you could have as long as you had the paperwork that firearm was registered before that date, you could have all the crap on it you wanted, right? And it would be the same thing now. And the problem is everybody's got all kinds of crap now because we've all learned from that experience and went nuts. And we're not going to let it happen again. And that's up to us. Thanks, Ronnie. I don't know if the link works or not. Hopefully it does. And yeah, Jay Watt, we are more organized. And that's one of the things I turned this on because I want to see if we still are. I mean, I know a lot of people, I know there's a lot of Green Dragon hate, right? And there was a lot of just whatever back then when she shut down for multiple reasons, mainly because I failed. Me, right? Failed holding onto the tiller and trying to semi-herd the cats. So, but it looks like I might have to start herding cats once in a while at least, because I do think we need to be more organized. I do think the voiceless are still voiceless, and people are just giving up even trying to voice their opinions because of all this social justice warrior bullshit that's been going on, and all the Antifa shit, and the doxing, and all the fucking repercussions of it, and the fact that it's just tiring having to constantly battle the tsunami of just hate for our country from within. But with this looming fight I see coming, I think maybe we need to start again or try and open the doors again. And you guys will let me know. I think I'm going to go for the next 10 minutes, right? I'm going to cut this at 11 o'clock. I'm sure, like the old days, you're going to have to go back in and at least leave a comment for those that I've seen. That's awesome. If you guys think we should try this again. Hey, what's up, Glannis? What's up, William Garns? Galanis, you made a good point on my lead-in video. You know, that made me think for the Liberty and Firearm stuff. That was getting me think. You know, it doesn't have to be any kind of shit behind all this. The guy's just crazy. You know, but I do think there's some kind of rationale behind that guy. All right, so HD put his 2 cents in, and like everybody else understands, listen, if I do this again, I am going to throw an open link, but these are conversations. Me talking to myself really bugs me. Oh, hey, you know, they've got this new thing out in the market for our blade braces. They're pre-dawn, and it's a little thing that just goes on the back to help it snug up a little better. Right now, they've got it into the ATF trying to figure it out. Still like my stock. Anyway, so you know what? Maybe I'll start doing these after we'll go from the live calling show, and maybe I'll start turning this puppy back on and do Wednesday nights. I've already got it free for the call-in show, even though nobody calls in on that one either. It's a funny thing. Win Industries. Win owns the whatever the hell that was. Yeah, I didn't have too bad a smoke, to tell you the truth. It's also just been a long day, and believe me, grandkids can wear you out. And over the weekend, I had 5, and I'm back down to 1, and it's even 1 can be a handful. But trying to focus more in on home, Tommy. And that's a large reason why I always shut down for a while on everything, except for doing the stuff with John Solar. Was you hate calling and you want to see my pretty mug? Well, then you got to join me in a chat. Since you and I have talked, and it's not like you call in the Eric show either, pre-dawn. Smith and Wesson is still feeling the effects of their accident. Yeah, you're right, Jay Watt. Organized people can make a difference, and that's one of the things that we did promote, and we saw it multiple times on the Dragon. That's one of the reasons why I'm thinking maybe I need to dust off all this old equipment or even get some new. But to start this up again, because maybe we need to start organizing a little better. To keep people in check and to have a place to where, because you know what, you really can't go disagree anywhere anymore. HD and I disagree forever, right? We continue to disagree on Trump. We're still friends. We still respect each other's opinions. Where do we go to have those conversations? I don't see them. Okay, they're either giant circle jerks. Well, actually, everything I see anymore is just a giant fucking circle jerk. Very, very, very little disagreement with people. But then again, I don't watch, you know, some of the idiots who are always pissing me off before. I kind of gave that up a while ago. It's funny, somebody shared something with me from Dave, and I'm like, yeah, I don't watch this shit no more. I stopped doing that. I don't need heartburn. Yeah, I don't buy Smith and Wesson. I'm not going to buy Springfield Armory, and Rock River's easy. I don't have to buy anything from them. Springfield was a little hard because when I was looking for my 45, I came across a Springfield, and I was almost going to buy it, and then I found that Para. Which I'm still in love with my Para 45. 14 rounds of 45 caliber. Always fun to shoot on the range. Heavy as fuck, though. As I'm winding it down, I will remind you guys, look, there's still some problems out here in the world that we can handle. And one of them is Justin's final mission, right? It's still going on. There's nothing being given away, but there is still 22 veteran suicides a day. And we can still effectively help change that, right? And throwing a little money down to Active Heroes, hashtag Justin's final mission would be something awesome. And I'm going to clue you into something else. I don't know if you guys, I know like Pre-Dawn in on Facebook, but there's something that Mike Rowe is doing on Facebook that's really cool. And I'm going to suggest you guys go check it out. If you have Facebook, if not, it might be on a website that Mike Rowe you should be able to find it. It's a video. And what he's doing is he's going around and highlighting people who are helping others across the country. And he does veterans, he does homeless people. He's done veterans a couple of times already. One of them is up by John Solar up in and it's very similar to Active Heroes, and it's up in the Maine woods. So I just encourage you guys to look, make a difference, help out some vets. Everybody's shitting on them when they kneel. Everybody's shitting on them every chance they get. You guys can help out a little bit. I'd ask you to do it. You've gained many troll in your butt. Believe me, you put out a fresh bump ski vid there, Pre-Dawn. You're going to get, you might make, well, you probably won't make a dime off of it because fucking YouTube will steal your money. But you'll get a lot of trolls from it and a lot of hits from it. Right? Almost makes me want to put back together the one that I used an old Tapco AR type stock, right? For the AK. From back in the day, cheap used thing that I found, and I made one and it worked fine until I started noticing how much ammo I go through. A couple of mags in a couple of seconds makes full auto fire not as much fun as you think. It's fun if the ammo is free, but if the ammo is free, you got to actually join the military, and then you got to be usually shooting at people. So I'm okay with having to pay it and not having full auto. Anyway, down to the last minute here before I turn her off. You know what? Let's say 10 o'clock. Right, that'll give me an hour between shows. 10 o'clock next Wednesday, I will open the Dragon up again. Those who want to join will find a link in the description below, but I'll put it in first. And there's usually only 10 spots. 5 is usually a good number for a conversation. Keep that in mind. And join me then. Right? And we'll just carry on. Okay? Because guess what? YouTube's still free, even though they started putting commercials on everything, and 2 commercials now on most things. It's still the freest one we can use and still communicate with, and still has the best hangouts and chat rooms. So if you want to join me Wednesday, 10 p.m. Central. If you want to join me on the radio or on a radio call-in show, if you don't have the whole hangout thing and you got a phone, you can call me on Wednesdays, or I usually do a video before that too, and I'll just start making a double, a 2 for video. All right, I'll talk to you guys next week. Have a good one.